The Longevity Health Switches Part 1. Nrf2, the master defense system that protects your energy. Imagine that every one of the nearly 37 trillion cells in your body contains a tiny power station. These power stations are called mitochondria. They produce the energy that powers every heartbeat, every breath, every memory, every movement and every thought. But what if I told you that these energy factories are constantly under attack, not from bacteria, not from viruses, but from a byproduct of making energy itself? Scientists now believe that one of the biggest reasons we lose energy as we age isn't simply because we are getting older. It's because our body's natural defense systems gradually become quieter. Today we're going to discover one of the most important longevity switches ever discovered. Nrf2, often called the master regulator of the body's antioxidant defense system. By the end of this video, you'll understand why your cells slowly lose energy after 40, why fatigue becomes increasingly common, how your own body makes antioxidants that are often more effective than taking antioxidant supplements, and the simple lifestyle habits that research suggests can help support this remarkable defense pathway. The invisible rust inside your cells. Imagine leaving a bicycle outside in the rain. At first everything looks fine, but little by little rust begins to appear. The metal weakens, the moving parts slow down. Eventually the bicycle no longer performs as it once did. Something remarkably similar happens inside your body. Every second, your mitochondria burn nutrients and oxygen to create ATP, the energy currency of your cells. This process is incredibly efficient. But like a power plant releasing tiny sparks, mitochondria also produce reactive oxygen species, commonly called free radicals. Now here's something many people don't realize. Free radicals are not inherently bad. In fact, your immune system uses them to kill harmful microbes and your cells use them as signaling molecules. The problem arises when their production exceeds your body's ability to control them. This imbalance is known as oxidative stress. Oxidative stress slowly damages cell membranes, proteins, DNA, mitochondria themselves. Think of it as microscopic rust forming inside your cells. Over years and decades, this damage accumulates. Your cells become less efficient, your muscles recover more slowly, your brain becomes more vulnerable, your skin ages, your energy begins to decline. Meet your body's master defense commander. Fortunately, nature anticipated this problem. Your body contains a sophisticated emergency response system. Its name is Nrf2, short for nuclear factor erythroid 2 related factor 2. Think of Nrf2 as the chief of your cellular fire department. Under normal conditions, Nrf2 is kept inactive by a protein called KEAP1. KEAP1 acts like a security guard holding Nrf2 in place. But when oxidative stress begins to rise, the chemical changes caused by free radicals weaken this interaction. Nrf2 is released. It travels into the nucleus, the command center where your DNA resides. There, it binds to special regions of DNA known as antioxidant response elements or AREs. This activates a large network of genes involved in antioxidant defense, detoxification, repair, and cellular protection. Depending on the tissue and conditions, researchers describe this as activation of hundreds of protective genes. Those genes help produce powerful protective enzymes, including glutathione-related enzymes, superoxide dismutase asort catalase, heme oxygenase 1, HO1, NQO1. Unlike vitamins you swallow, these are enzymes your body manufactures continuously. That's why many scientists view Nrf2 as a master regulator of your internal antioxidant defense system. Why we feel more tired as we age. When we are young, Nrf2 responds quickly to oxidative stress. Damage is repaired efficiently, mitochondria stay healthier, energy production remains robust. But aging changes the picture. Research published in Free Radical Biology and Medicine in 2019 reported that Nrf2 signaling becomes less responsive with age. While the exact amount varies between tissues and studies, this reduced activity means cells become less capable of mounting a strong antioxidant defense. Imagine a city whose fire department responds more slowly to emergencies. Small fires that would once have been extinguished quickly now burn longer, causing more damage. The same thing can happen inside aging cells. Less Nrf2 activity means more oxidative stress, less efficient cellular repair, greater mitochondrial damage, reduced ATP production, more inflammation. This creates a vicious cycle. Less Nrf2, more oxidative stress, mitochondrial dysfunction, lower energy, more oxidative stress. A study from Kyoto University involving older adults found that fatigue was common in people over 55 and was associated with poorer mitochondrial health and greater oxidative stress. Those with poorer mitochondrial function tended to report more severe fatigue. However, fatigue is complex and can also be influenced by sleep, medical conditions, nutrition, medications, and physical activity. Can we reactivate Nrf2? Here's the encouraging part. Although Nrf2 signaling tends to decline with age, research suggests it can still be stimulated by certain lifestyle factors. Let's look at 3 of the best studied approaches. First one is broccoli sprouts, nature's Nrf2 activator. Among foods studied for Nrf2 activation, broccoli sprouts are one of the richest natural sources of sulforaphane. Sulforaphane is formed when a precursor compound, glucoraphanin, comes into contact with an enzyme called myrosinase. Broccoli sprouts contain much higher concentrations of glucoraphanin than mature broccoli. Studies from researchers at Johns Hopkins University, pioneers in sulforaphane research, have shown that sulforaphane can activate Nrf2 signaling in humans and influence antioxidant and detoxification pathways. The exact percentage increase depends on the study design, so it's more accurate to say that broccoli sprouts have been shown to enhance Nrf2 activity rather than quoting a single universal figure. Cooking matters. Myrosinase is sensitive to heat. Heating broccoli above about 60-70 degrees can substantially reduce the enzyme's activity. If broccoli has been thoroughly cooked, adding a pinch of mustard powder can provide an alternative source of myrosinase, helping convert more glucoraphanin into sulforaphane. Eating raw or lightly steamed broccoli sprouts preserves more of the naturally occurring enzyme. Second one is cold exposure. If broccoli sprouts aren't appealing, another strategy being explored is brief cold exposure. Cold is a mild stressor. In response, the body activates adaptive pathways that may include Nrf2 signaling. Research in animals and some human studies suggests cold exposure can increase antioxidant defenses, though the effects vary and more research is needed. A practical approach for healthy adults who tolerate cold well is finish a shower with 60-90 seconds of cold water, or try 1-2 minutes of cool or cold immersion if it is safe and appropriate. Avoid cold immersion if you have uncontrolled cardiovascular disease or other conditions where cold exposure may be risky, and consult a healthcare professional if unsure. Third one is curcumin, and black pepper turmeric contains curcumin, a plant compound that has been shown in laboratory and animal studies to activate Nrf2 related pathways. One challenge is that curcumin is absorbed poorly on its own. In a classic 1998 study published in Planta Medica, adding piperine, the active compound in black pepper, increased the bioavailability of curcumin by approximately 2000% under the conditions studied. That doesn't necessarily mean everyone absorbs 20 times more curcumin in every situation, but it does show that piperine can markedly improve absorption. Bringing it all together, imagine supporting your body's own defense system with daily habits such as eating broccoli, sprouts, or other cruciferous vegetables, including turmeric with a pinch of black pepper in your diet, practicing safe brief cold exposure if it's appropriate for you, exercising regularly, sleeping well, managing chronic stress. Together, these habits may help support Nrf2 activity, strengthen your natural antioxidant defenses, and reduce some of the oxidative burden placed on your mitochondria. Think of this as the first layer of cellular defense, not a cure-all, but an important foundation for healthy aging. Our body already possesses an extraordinary antioxidant system. The challenge isn't creating something new. It's helping that system function as well as it can. In this video, we've explored the first longevity switch, Nrf2, the master regulator of cellular defense. In the next episode, we'll dive into the second mitochondrial longevity switch. If you found this video helpful, subscribe and join us as we explore the science of living longer, staying healthier, and keeping your cells energized for years to come. Healthy mitochondria create healthy cells. Healthy cells create healthy organs. Healthy organs create a healthier, more vibrant life.